Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio with this week's Sunday preview. Before we get started, if you are new to the channel or a returning viewer that has not yet subscribed, please do so. It really helps the channel and exposure. I also really appreciate all the people who take the time to like and comment on the videos as well, as it does help out to get this channel some more exposure, which has been phenomenal lately, and I'm really loving the community and quality of people within. So that being said, let's jump right into this week's Sunday preview. Spec Ops skirmishes come to Nachmund. Let's take a look. So we see, obviously, this is the Kill Team Nachmund set coming. Next Saturday sees Kill Team Nachmund go up for pre-order, along with a whole host of other Kill Team goodies. Check out the highlights. And you can, of course, watch the Warhammer video released by their official page or on Warhammer community. And that will essentially just do similar to what I'm doing here. I'm not going to play those videos in these anymore, as typically the sound doesn't line up correctly. I cannot get their sound to be loud enough to line up with my sound, so I have to crank their sound way up. I have to try to turn my sound way down, and then when it's all said and done, it ends up not mashing up anyway, so I'm just not going to do those anymore. But you can easily find those and check them out. If you'd like, I can even put the link down in the description so you can quickly check on that if you wanted to. But that being said, let's continue on, and this will show everything that's in there and so much more. Kill Team Nachmund sees the Aeldari Voidscarred Corsairs take on the might of the Chaos Space Marines. This box is packed with new rules, missions, terrain, miniatures that make up 2 full kill teams of special operatives equipped with a variety of weapons and war gear. So almost exactly the composition that we saw with Kill Team Chalnath. We get a boxed kill team set right here. Everything can be used in Warhammer 40,000, and we'll have rules to transfer over. The book is the only thing that would not be useful for 40k players, but the book itself will be the Nachmund kill team book. That will include in it all the rules for both kill teams, with like their spec ops and all their tac ops, all the data cards for both teams, and a little bit of background and everything as well. We know from the previous book, like the Chalnath book, and also the Octarius book, that those are going to run probably $40. They include missions and terrain layouts and a little bit of everything. So far, those books have all been nice and jam-packed with rules and great content. I have picked up all those boxes previously, and I will definitely be picking this one up as well. So we know composition-wise, you get this Sector Mechanicus terrain set, which is very nice terrain if you've not used it before. You will get a game board as well, which is the heavy-duty card game board that folds out, not like just the cheap little one. And then, of course, all this terrain, which it is a nice value of terrain as well. So this is basically exactly the same. You're going to get your 2 teams. One is brand new. One is an old kit with an upgrade sprue. But again, very nice looking teams. We'll go into a little more detail. But we know previously the set of Chalnath was $170. So we know obviously the price hikes have kicked in. So on average, Games Workshop has said 5%. On average, we've seen around 10 or 12%. More like round numbers so far with price increases. So if this is 170 now, I would expect it to go to 190 or probably just 200. Nice round 200. So that's what I'm expecting. So that being said, let's take a look. The incredible new Voidscarred Corsairs come with a wide range of options, from deadly wraith cannons to vicious Hecatori blades, to arm all the different operatives you can field in their kill team. But they're specifically good. No, they are especially good at being super sneaky. The Heretic Asteres build on a classic kit, but they come with even more options, including the devastating Reaper chain cannon. Your operatives can also gain a massive advantage by pledging themselves to the Dark Gods. Voidscarred Corsairs and Chaos Space Marine Legionnaires dice sets. Oh, I don't know why it says that right there. That's obviously not meant to be there. But this is the pictures of the 2 kill teams. Both very nice looking kill teams. Obviously, this is just the Heretic Astartes kit. 10 Marines with an upgrade sprue, similar to what they did with the Pathfinders. I really like the upgrade sprue and thought it took the Pathfinders to the next level, and it looks like this is going to do the same. We see like the Reaper chain cannon. We see some various bits on like the champion, and we've seen a couple different like back pieces he can have. We see the double-handed axe. We also see, I think, the double blades on this guy. We see the bits that make the sorcerer. A bunch of nice looking stuff right here. And I actually never picked up one of these kits right here, so I don't have any of it. So it would be nice to have the Heretic Astartes Marines as well as the upgrade frames, and should go along nicely with the Chosen that I recently got as well. So and as far as the Voidscarred, absolutely love these models. They are absolutely beautiful, and definitely looking forward to this kill team the most. But if you guys like, I will do painting tutorials on both of these kill teams. I'm already planning on doing one for the Void Scarred, as really like these, and I will definitely be painting them up. Starting to accrue quite a few painted kill teams as well. So going to be doing some battle reports in the future. So let me know what interests you. Painting tutorials, battle reports, etc. I do plan on using the contrast paints to paint these models up, as that is typically what I use in my arsenal for commissions and my own personal paint schemes. That being said, let's keep on moving. The terrain included in this box is an entire Imperial Sector Mechanicus, and the 96-page rulebook contains new rules for fighting in this kind of kill zone, along with the background on the war enveloping the Nachmund sector, as well as all the info you need to field your 2 new specialist kill teams. Along with the magnificent box set, you can also get dice sets for the 2 kill teams. Surely the Chaos Aeldari gods, delete as appropriate, will smile upon your rolls if you are using the correct dice. The Corsairs Dice have the symbol of the Eldritch Raiders on the 6 Prince Uriel's buddies, with the Chaos Space Marine feature a Legionary helmet. So obviously this was supposed to say the dice sets right here. A little misprint on Warhammer Community, no surprise. So we see they're in the orange and black color scheme, black dice for the Aeldari with the orange numbers and then the little symbol. And then again, orange dice for the Chaos with the black numbers and then their Chaos symbol. So we know that the dice sets have been coming out at $38. There's 20 dice in the set, so we can assume these will be $38. Now we have the Tau Empire Pathfinders and Adeptus Sororitas Novitiates. The kits from the Kill Team Chalnath box set will also be available to pre-order separately next week. The Tau Pathfinders and Adeptus Sororitas Novitiates both contain a selection of characterful operatives with a variety of skills to help you emerge triumphant. The Novitiates aren't subtle, scything down enemies with the giant 2-handed chainswords or setting them on fire with holy promethium. The Pathfinders are a little sneakier, offing their enemies with high-powered pulse carbines or sending in drones to do the dirty work. So we've seen both these teams obviously in the Chalnath set. This was a unique set that was never available previously. This was the regular Pathfinder set with upgrade sprue. Actually, there's a bunch more models that are not shown here, the drones and whatnot. So it's hard to speculate on the prices here, but just in comparison, we know that the orcs that came out and then the veteran guardsmen that came out from the original Kill Team set were later offered individually for Warhammer 40,000 or Kill Team also, and we know that those boxes were $55 and $60 respectively. So it was $60 for the sneaky boys and $55 for the veterans. I don't know if those kits will see a price increase or if that was already kind of based in, but let's just average that out and say roughly those are going to be $60. So I think it's safe to assume that these will both be $60 as well. The current Pathfinder set is $38 without the upgrade sprue. I expect that to go up to $45. I know it says 5%, but let's be real. We're expecting like 12% across the board. So 38 plus about 12% puts them at 45, and then the upgrade sprue would basically be like 15 or 20 on top of that. So I think 60 to 65 for each of these is what we can expect. That is what I'm expecting. The typical 6 Sisters of Battle, like 10 Sisters kits, are coming in right at 60 or 65. So that would not be out of character at all. That's pretty much what we've come to expect. All nice models. Love the upgrade sprue for the Tau. I know some people wanted a whole new kit, but it's great. You get a bunch of cool drones. It's a nice kit. It's a great kill team. So keep on going right here. As well as being awesome in games of Kill Team, you can also use these miniatures in Warhammer 40,000. The Kill Team rules for the Novitiates and Pathfinders can be found on the Kill Team Chalnath book. It also includes background on the Warzone Vedic, special rules such as the Acts of Faith and Savior protocols for your 2 kill teams, and a suite of shadow operative missions so that you can fight for control of Chalnath. So here's the Kill Team Chalnath book. So again, this is the book that came in the Chalnath set. I've just comparing it to the previous books. Again, I don't know if these are going to go up in price or if they're already priced in, but we know the Octarius book and so far the Octarius book's the only one that's come out. We know that came out at $40. I don't know if that's going to stay at 40 or go up to 45. I would expect probably 45. Therefore, I would expect the Chalnath book to be 45 as well. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, it is possible it stays at 40 or comes out at 40. This is loaded. It has all the rules you need for both the Novitiates and the Pathfinder Kill Team. Both are very, very good. The Novitiates are a little more... They're both difficult to play, but if you play that single team, you will master it, and they both have extremely good advantages. The Pathfinder team is very good. but needs like lots of line of sight. So heavy terrain and line of sight blocking, like we're often seeing in competitive play, is stopping them from doing very, very good. If you're playing on like a lighter terrain board or there's less heavy terrain, the Pathfinders are extremely good. But if you can block view to stuff, the Pathfinders and their marker lights aren't nearly as good, so it kind of restricts them a little bit. The Novitiates, however, are very, very good, take a lot of skill, and you have to really figure out how you're going to spend your faith dice and when you're going to use your tactics, etc. So again, we haven't seen them shine too much in competitive play, but they are very good and very competitive. Same with Commandos, very good, very competitive. And then, of course, the Veteran Guard have been doing wonderfully, especially with their 14 model count team. They have been absolutely crushing it. And then, of course, all the bespoke teams have been doing very well. So I'm really liking the place that Kill Team is in as of late. Currently, it is very nice, very fun, and also very competitive, but also pretty balanced. So, but that is a nice book right there. Has all the rules you need. Has a bunch of missions. Has the terrain layouts for all this, and then the missions are unique to this book as well, with a bunch of extra rules like the punishing vantage points and some of the other stuff. So, once you've got your kill teams and rules, you'll also need somewhere for them to fight. Killzone Chalnath gives you a city sector's worth of ruined buildings to battle over. Ideal whether you want to start a new terrain collection or add to existing one. The kit includes 5 ruined walls for your operatives to use as cover, 2 massive ruined buildings, and a game board. So I love this terrain. I think it's great. The Imperial Sector or Sector Imperialis terrain is absolutely fantastic. This is the same terrain that came in the original Kill Team set. With this set, you get 8 sprues worth of terrain, 8 large sprues. So you get 2 of each of the walls with 4 walls on each. You get 2 of the floors, sprues with like some support pieces, and then also like the broken bits of the tall walls here as well. You get 1 of the archways with some other bits on that one as well. And then you get 3 of like these half sprues, or like six total half sprues or 3 big sprues of all the like scatter terrain. Can be built in unlimited configurations. You can stack it as high as you want. You can make it all one level. It's absolutely phenomenal terrain, and you do get 8 sprues in the set. So you can build everything here, or you can build it in a bunch of different configurations. And if you build it correctly, you can actually take like these 2 halves of the building, and you can spin one around and actually turn it into like one gigantic building with rubble around it. You can add on however you want. Very nice terrain. I love this stuff. So we know the previous terrain set, when it was later available, the Octarius Killzone came in at $100. I would assume that that's going to go up to 110. So maybe it stays at 100, probably goes to 110. But realistically, all this terrain for $100 plus a game board is a pretty nice deal in my opinion, as it is really just everything you need to get started. So this terrain is also perfect for use in Warhammer 40k and Heresy. Get ready to release of the Kill Team kit by picking up Chalnath t-shirt and checking out our painting guides for Tau Pathfinders and Adeptus Sororitas Novitiates. So next we see the White Dwarf. So White Dwarf 474. This month's White Dwarf joins in with the Kill Team fun with a set of rules for fielding Harlequins in the skirmish combat game. There's also 18 Kill Team Tech Ops cards, Total War Warhammer 3 poster, new Warhammer Age of Sigmar rules for the Blades of Khorne, and much more. So we know there is quite a bit in this White Dwarf. I will definitely be picking this up as well. So the Harlequin Kill Team is called the Void Dancers. Saw that already. That is pretty cool. The regular Harlequin Kill Team is already very good and very competitive, but I think this one's going to be even better. All the bespoke kill teams have been absolutely wonderful, and we know that similar to like the Wormblade, where they were able to take 2 characters they would normally not be able to take in their regular kill team. Your choice of 2, basically replacing 2 operatives. So you end up with a nice kill team. Very cool. So far, pretty competitive, but I think it takes a little time to like master them because they are pretty sneaky. We know the Harlequins, what we've seen so far, you're going to be able to take some of the characters as well, like Death Jesters or Troop Masters. I believe I saw a picture with a Solitaire, etc. So I have a feeling it's going to be the same type of thing, where you can basically take your 8 regular Harlequins with some different rules, or you'll be able to maybe take like 6 or 7 Harlequins plus a couple of these characters as well. So I'm not sure that the Harlequins need to have more than 8 players. I don't know how that's going to work. So I think more likely than not, you'll be able to swap out some of the characters for like 1 or 2 of the players. But again, I don't know. We'll have to see how it comes out. It's very clear that for Kill Team to be competitive, that you need to have a nice body count. I think anything less than 8 is tough to be competitive. So we'll see with like the Chaos coming out. We know the existing kill team has 6. We know they're going to get a bunch of new rules and be bespoke teams. So I'm assuming that will stay at 6, and hopefully they'll just be a little more competitive. But we know the best teams so far have been, 8 model Harlequin teams, or 14 model guard teams, or like the 12 model Tau teams, etc. So we'll see how that plays out. Definitely excited for this. I'm excited to see what the 18 kill team tac ops cards are. I'm assuming that they will be cards that will be for like the bespoke teams that came out, maybe, or I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm definitely speculating at this point in time, but definitely excited for this. We also saw a couple of Warcry things in there as well. There's going to be some Warcry cards to use. I believe it was like the new Idneth and Fireslayer guy in your Warcry, the 2 new characters that came out, etc. So I will do a reaction review, whatever, when I get this, and we can kind of take a look, and I'll tell you about how the value is and how good the team is, etc. So easiest way to guarantee your copy of the Ultimate Warhammer magazine is grabbing a subscription. Next week's Black Library pre-orders kick off with the incredible limited edition RMN Eternal, the follow-up for Ahriman Exile, Ahriman Sorcerer, and Ahriman Unchanged. Find the legendary Thousand Sun Sorcerer seeking the time-altering technology of the Necrons to overwrite the past. Limited edition Ahriman Eternal. So this is a pretty nice looking box right here. Definitely cool and very presentable. So we can kind of scroll down and take a look at the contents. Along with the signed, numbered hardback with a luxurious, soft-touch cover, this edition also comes with the book Demonology? I don't know. An art print, 9 divination cards, divination coin, and a scarab mirror. It's strictly limited to 1,500 copies, so take advantage of this vision of the future and be prepared to act fast. So this is a very nice quality kit. Obviously, Black Library does some phenomenal work. I can't speak for the actual contents of the book, but I know some of these have been very popular. This is a beautiful looking book. I mean, the cover is fantastic. Love the colors. The gold trim and very nice binding, and then the built-in little cloth bookmark. Nice right here. Really like this. Cool little art print right there. And here we see the, what did they call them? Divination cards. These are the 9 divination cards. Careful, they look like coasters. So if you leave these out on the table, expect someone to put their drinks on them. And then next we have the Demonology, this little book right here. I have no idea. It's probably just talking about like demons or whatever. And then next we have just showing off the book, opened up here. Again, very nice, beautiful art. Nice looking book right here. Very much like this. So, and then obviously we have the coin right here. And then that's our mirror as well. So very nice looking set right there. And next we have the Hallowed Ground. Hallowed Ground sees the famous witch hunter duo Galen and Doralia Vendenst coming to terms with the culmination of the Siege of Excelsis. When Galen disappears into the wilds of Gur, his daughter sets off on his trail, but what secret is the veteran seeking? So we saw these models released earlier in the year. I do suspect that these were potentially going to be an expansion for Curse City. Again, that's complete speculation, but they definitely look like kind of witch hunters, and they would fit into the Curse City scene. So maybe we'll see them later in the year as a Curse City expansion with some new rules and everything for them to be used there. I have a feeling that's what will happen. But here we see the hardback book, and then Hallowed Ground is available on hardback, ebook, and audiobook. Check out these exclusive interview with the author Richard Strachan, where he talks about the Vendenst father-daughter relationship. So nice looking models right there. Definitely going to be used in D&D games for sure. The Dynasty of Monsters. Staying in the realm of Gur, a Dynasty of Monsters features the free city of Colonnade under attack from a vicious beast herd. Will requesting help from Laka Vi, Mother of Nightmares, be their salvation, or will it lead them to an even more terrible fate? So here we see the Dynasty of Monsters, and we have like this, I can't remember what she's called, but she's like vampire top half on top of a giant vampire bat like bottom 90%. So you like replace the head, add another torso, and then another head, and then 2 more arms. Very, very strange anatomy monster right here, but cool nonetheless. I'm sure the book is pretty cool. Soulblight Gravelord's novel is available in paperback and MP3 formats. Definitely one of the strangest models I've ever seen. So this week on Warhammer Plus brings episode 2 of the Exodite, and the weight is that a Titan. Episode 1 received rave reviews, and though the second episode has taken a little longer than expected to reach front lines, we guarantee it's been worth the wait. So obviously Exodite episode 2 was delayed, They basically just released like a statement talking about how they were going to start putting out more regular content and lots more content, and then of course they failed to deliver Exodite 2. From what I heard, the first Exodite was pretty cool, definitely like very well done, so I'm sure this will be cool as well. But once again, they're just dropping the ball left and right on this. I think this is a complete jumble in my opinion, but we'll see. Maybe it will work out well for them in the long term. There's also a brand new battle report between the Grey Knights and the Aeldari. We already know that the mighty avatar of Cain is almost unstoppable. How will the legendary demon hunters fare against him? So obviously this is the battle report coming. We see they're putting up some more White Dwarf and Imperial armor stuff as well. Definitely looking forward to this actual game right here to see how the avatar plays in combat. I'm curious what their army selection will be as well. Are they going to pick like a nice competitive Grey Knights force and a nice competitive Eldar force, or is it just going to be like a bunch of just random, slap together units? Can't really tell. We don't see anything. Maybe these are like shining spears in the back. I'm not really sure. Definitely looking forward to the new models, the new rules and everything. This looks like some pretty cool pre-orders for this week as well. I will definitely be picking up the new White Dwarf, so I will let you guys know once I have that, and we can go through and take a look at the Harlequin kill team and what else is in there. And then of course, I'm definitely going to be, I have all the Chalnath stuff already, so looking forward to obviously that being available for everyone, but I'm definitely going to be picking up all of the Nachmund kill team set right here, and then doing some painting tutorials. And then of course, as I start to accrue more and more kill teams, I'm going to be starting to do some battle reports as well. So let me know what you're interested in. If you have any speculations on the price for all these various things, you guys know that I do an official pricing release basically typically on like Tuesdays. So I will be back to you as soon as I know the official prices on these things. But we did make some speculations already. I'm definitely very, very excited for the Void Scarred and then also the Void Dancers, the new Harlequin kill team as well. So very exciting. Definitely looking forward to the Nachmund set, and I will definitely be picking this up. The Sector Mechanicus terrain is absolutely phenomenal. Definitely a huge fan of it. And then also, I know both these bespoke kill teams are going to be very fun and hopefully very competitive as well. So far from what we have seen for the rules, if you didn't check that video out, I did a video on the Void Scarred and then also one on the Chaos and the previews of like the like demon marks, and then some of the strats that you can play, and then same thing for the Void Scarred, some of their special abilities. We know they're going to be very quick and very good at completing mission actions, and then obviously quite a few weapon and configuration options as well. But the actual models and the kill teams themselves are absolutely stunning. Definitely looking forward to doing these. I will definitely do painting tutorials on the Void Scarred, and then if people are interested, I can do them on the Chaos as well. So if you are interested, leave a comment and let me know how you would like to see these Chaos Bros painted up. Obviously, once I have the book in hand, I can take a closer look and see what kind of configurations I like. But I'm excited that both these new bespoke kill teams have Psychic in them as well. I'm curious how this is going to work though, because what we've seen so far with like the Grey Knights and the Thousand Sons, they all have 3 action points. And then the psychic power is an action point to cast, but it automatically goes off. It's like an extra ability they can do for an action point. So for the Chaos, obviously we have like a psyker down here. He'll be able to use that with his 3rd action point, whatever abilities he has. Maybe like a flame blade or some kind of like cool attack or something. But with the Aeldari, they have previously only had 2 action points each. So maybe we'll see the psyker and maybe like the leader have 3 action points or something like that. Like we saw with like the Wormblade, where there's mixed action points within the squad, or maybe they will all have 2, and he only needs to do a move and then the psychic power, or I'm not sure what's going to happen. Maybe there'll be a way to give this character a 3rd action point, etc. We'll have to wait and see. Definitely liking what I've seen so far from the rules, and the actual kill team is absolutely phenomenal. Love the models, and then of course all these will be usable in 40k as well. So tell me what you're excited about. Tell me what you're thinking, how you're going to paint your guys, or what you're going to be picking up. I'd love to hear your guys' speculation on the pricing and how good certain kill teams are going to be as well. We know so far all the bespoke kill teams have been phenomenal, and then of the regular kill teams, like the Imperial Guard and the Harlequins have been performing quite well also. So with the Harlequins getting a new bespoke kill team, I have a feeling that the Harlequins will be very competitive with the addition of some characters, as long as they don't have to give up too many bodies. I'm also curious with Chaos. Obviously, they have previously only been able to take 6 models, and in this case you get 10. So you'll have a couple extra spare guys, or maybe the kill team ups to 7 guys. I'm not sure If it is, the regular Space Marines are going to be in real trouble because they're basically only able to take 5 with the Primaris Marines, 6 with the regular Marines, or 10 with the Scouts, and they have definitely been struggling. Although, people did say that the bespoke kill teams are much better than the regular kill teams, but a lot of the compendium kill teams, if played correctly and built correctly, actually can be pretty competitive. Now, obviously, more models is better. We've seen that. More action points is better. So, we've definitely seen how that plays out. But like the Harlequins, as far as a regular compendium kill team, have been doing phenomenally. Part of that, I think, is because they get 8 models, and each of those 8 models has 3 action points. So, you basically get 24 action points with them. And then you take like the opposite end of the spectrum. You take the bespoke veteran guard and you take 14 models with them, and then each has 2 action points. You're basically getting 28 action points with them. So the Harlequins have 24, the bespoke guard have 28 for the veterans. So the action point is very, very close in count there. As where like if you took a regular Primaris Space Marine kill team, 5 guys with 3 action points each, you're only getting 15. So you are substantially handicapped. So looking forward to seeing how this all flushes out, and then obviously we see something like the 10 aeldari here. In the past, obviously the Drukhari have done quite well in kill team. They're pretty good, pretty competitive, pretty fun. But the actual aeldari have been terrible. So hopefully the Voids Guard are going to change that, and we'll start seeing a little more aeldari showing up in the form of our Voids Guard. So very excited for this week's releases. I hope you are as well. But that's it for today. If you like the reactions, reviews, unboxings, if you like when we show off commissions as they come out of the studio, and then of course we do various painting tutorials, magnetization, conversion, pretty much anything to do with tabletop wargaming, make sure that you like and subscribe for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, and Warcry content as well. Appreciate all the positivity, all the people that have recently joined the channel, all the people smashing up that like button, and of course all the comments and interactions with you guys. Definitely building an awesome community of great people and like-minded gamers. So that's it for today, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.